For 12, you're doing two things. You're graphing the complex number, so the a plus bi. A is the real axis, so we would move 2 to the right, 1, 2, and then 2i, the 2 of that is imaginary axis, so we go up 2. So it's like graphing the point 2, 2, but it's not. It's the point 2 plus 2i, because this is the real axis. Next, we are going to find the polar form or trigonometric form of the number. And the way we do that, r is equal to root 2 squared plus 2 squared, or a and b, just like x and y in rectangular versus polar for a real number coordinate. So that would be root 8, well, that'd be 4 plus 4, and then we break down root 8 into 2 root 2. For tangent, we can do two ways of doing it. We do tan inverse. 2 divided by 2 would be 1, which would give us a 45-degree reference angle. Or, like, writing it like that. Or pi over 4. Since 2, 2 is in the first quadrant, the reference angle 45 is the actual rotation. So our polar trigonometric form, or polar form, would be 2 root 2, parenthesis, cosine 45 degrees plus I sine 45 degrees. 34, represent the complex number graphically and find the standard form of the number. So graphically for that is rotating 225 and then going out a fourth. So this is a rotation of 225, and you can write that as 1/4. To convert that into, make this equal to z, convert that into rectangular form, we distribute that, so you have a fourth times cosine 225 plus a fourth times sine 225 I. Cosine 225 is a root 2 over 2 in the third quadrant, and cosine is negative, so that'd be a negative root 2 over 2. And same for sine. Sine 225, 45-degree rotation in third quadrant, is negative. And then we simplify that, so I have a negative root 2 over 8 minus, since plus negative, I'm just going to make that a minus, root 2 over 8i. For 48, we want to multiply these two complex numbers. I wrote it in cis notation. So our r's are 3/4 and 4, and our angle is pi over 3. When we multiply these, you multiply the r's together. Since this is 4 numbers, this is like a times b times c times d. You can multiply in any order, and these two multiply. 3/4 times 4 gives us 3. And then we do one order of operation down to the angles, which would be pi over 3, the two angles we add together. Since one order of operation down for multiplication is addition. 3 pi over 4, we're going to get like denominators. So let's multiply this by 4 over 4 and this by 3 over 3. So we have 3 cis 4 pi over 12 plus 9 pi over 12, which then gives us 3 cis 13 pi over 12. And we are leaving that in trigonometric or polar form, so we are done. For 58, when we divide complex numbers, you divide the r's, so 6 over 7 just remains that, and for the angles, we subtract them. So we have 40 minus 100, 6 over 7 cis, negative 60. I'm going to coterminal angle that by adding 360 to it, which would give us 6/7 cis 300. And again, they ask us to leave it in trigonometric or polar form, so we are done.